I can tell you are an audience that enjoys the movies. Am I right? Hooray for Hollywood! I enjoy the movies too. In fact, that is one of the reasons why I so enjoy living here in Pebble Creek. Because every day is like living on a movie set. The Stepford Wives meet the invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yes, just like the Stepfords, we live in a beautiful master planned community, near perfection everywhere we look, in a programmed lifestyle, thanks to the Pebble Creek Rules Compliance Committee. And just where are the people in this community? I've oftentimes thought I'm the only resident that has not yet been abducted by the Body Snatchers. I mean, I see you all sitting there this evening, but where are you the rest of the time? I never see you on the streets. I never see you in your front yards. I never even see you sitting on your beautifully appointed patios. But I know you live here because I have seen your trash cans. Yes, every week they magically appear at the curb, lined up like little Stepford wives, only to disappear by the end of the day and then reappear the following week. And while I may never have actually seen you or spoken to you in person, I know what each one of you is thinking. I know about the intellectual capability that each one of you possesses. I know this because I have read your messages on the Yahoo. Yes, that source of stimulating and thought-provoking conversation. I must admit at times the sage wisdom and intellectual debate and brilliant analysis of the day's issues is more than I can handle. But it is always my #1 source of entertainment. I say, who needs the movies when you have the Yahoo E-Group? In fact, this past summer, I was so entertained and enthralled by the messages that were crisscrossing the wires that I was inspired to write my own movie screenplay based upon those messages. I call it Pebble Creek, the musical. Not yet. And in keeping with tonight's theme of Hooray for Hollywood, I thought I would preview for you some of those songs. The tunes should be familiar from some Hollywood classics, provided I don't butcher them too badly. And the lyrics should also be familiar because, quite frankly, you wrote them in the messages on the wire. So I bring you excerpts from Pebble Creek. Now, the music. Okay. The movie opens in the Oz-like land of Pebble Creek, where the opening song sets the scene for the entire movie, explaining how the Yahoo E-Group works and about the frenzy it causes across the community. It really is incredible. It happens just like this. You post it on the web, you press the button send, and people start writing, can't believe what they have read. It all gets penned, the thoughts of people's heads, across the wires, gossip spread of what was said. And oh, the comments were so vast, the words appeared so fast, no one would be last, and crazy thoughts would soon be cast and were often hard to grasp. Which was also entertaining and frankly quite a blast. The airwaves were alive with messages about the pending changes at our post office and the detrimental impact it was going to have on the residents of Pebble Creek, especially those with personalized stationery and printed return address labels. Apparently, the mere thought of having to procure new stationery was enough to cause a tizzy across the airwaves. Zip code changes, zip code new. My, oh my, what are we supposed to do? Can I reach us? They haven't a clue. It's also confusing. Who can we sue? Oh, they're crazy. A new number? Is it needed? The old one seemed to have succeeded. Zip code changes, zip code new. I guess I will learn it. My mail must come through. appearance of a mystery man in our community who was allegedly playing havoc with our sprinkler systems. Yeah, playing havoc with our sprinkler systems. What were we to do? Oh, clearly, oh yes, clearly, thank you very much. This is my sidekick. We're going on tour after the show. But clearly there was no more logical explanation for why the sprinklers weren't working. Unseen by anyone, in yards we go, and turn the timer dial, and stop the flow. Our soaker system ceased, and plants they died. The phantom of the PebbleCreek was there, crying out our yards. There was a phantom of the creek. And just as quick as the mystery man appeared, he disappeared from the airwaves, to be replaced with stories about road rage. Yes, neighbors were chasing neighbors home and then scolding them for violating the rules of the PebbleCreek roads. Who even knew there were such rules? Apparently, two individuals who made it their mission to educate the rest of us. A little song and dance about road rage. I'm sitting at the gate. Figure who goes first? Me with my clicker or key etiquette. But tell me, does it matter as long as our fenders don't get bent? Let me take a moment to just reflect. I auditioned for that group that performed in 42nd Street, and our director Joan said, "Melissa, 34th Street." I said, 34th Street? She said, yes, it would take a miracle on 34th Street for you to join that group. But back to my musical. Just as a day reading the Yahoo E-Group is a day incomplete without reading at least 1, 2, 10, or even more messages about a lost animal or those darn obnoxious birds, so it is we include a song about that in PebbleCreek the musical, and it is the finale number. On the newly sealed street